Hi everyone, I'm the Idea Maker, and today I'm going to be reacting to another Disney princess movie that is for my Grandma's Legacy series that I've been working on for this month of October. So as we saw for the last few weeks, we have seen this recurring theme of on the 6th, it was supposed to be for the 6th, but on the 8th, I uploaded my reaction to Little Mermaid. On the 13th, I reacted to The Little Mermaid 2, A Return to the Sea. So day either on the 20th or whenever this gets released, depending on the copyright strikes, will be when I react to The Little Mermaid Ariel's Beginning. So I do know about this one. I do know a good amount of this movie, which it's been a long time since I've seen it, but I do have an idea of the plot. I'm not going to go deep into spoiling about this one. Once again, I'm going to explain a little bit about this series, what I'm doing on the reactions beforehand. So as I mentioned before, back in August of this year, my grandma unfortunately passed away, and her favorite Disney animated movie was The Little Mermaid, and Ariel was her favorite princess. And my original plan was to do a reaction to the first one, the second one, the prequel, and the live action one for her birthday month, and, you know, do it into her honor for her birthday and just celebrate her life and show my love and appreciation for her being alive. But now it's more of a time where I would use this to reflect on the moments that I had with her. And she is a character that I feel that is very close to how my grandma was when she was alive, and I just absolutely love Ariel to pieces. And she has been a favorite of mine ever since I was a kid. And for this, I definitely want to keep continuing on with the tradition of doing these reactions and get to show my love and appreciation for my grandma who raised me ever since I was born. And it's just been a crazy moment for me, and I'm using this platform to help to share her legacy and her life to others, and be able to tell her stories and be able to get to do what I feel like is the best thing to do, and to share her story with others. And I think that you guys will be definitely happy that I'm doing so. Before I go into the reaction, I just want to say thank you guys again for supporting me on this journey on being a reaction YouTuber. But now just switch back over to The Little Mermaid, Ariel's Beginning. This one, I do remember the plot to a good degree. I don't remember everything that happens, but I have a good gist of what happened in this one. And I cannot wait to go and dive right into this one and get to experience the reaction to this movie. And it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be exciting. And I'll get to share some more stories of my grandma, what it relates to with this movie, and how this movie relates to her stories. And, get to have a great time with reminiscing about her and enjoying a movie. So with that being said, let's go ahead and dive right into the reaction for The Little Mermaid, Ariel's Beginning right now. It's going to be really interesting on getting to see everything that it was over in Atlantica before Ariel became a human. So it's going to feel a little weird, but at the same time, it's going to feel pretty right.
The world above is a wonderful place.
Coming from you, you're saying it's a wonderful place? Really? Wow. That's pretty impressive, of the fact that you actually admitted, Sebastian, actually admitted that, the human world can actually be fascinating. Wow. Okay.
Open heart.
Oh, cute. I love this.
No one loved music more than Triton's beloved Queen Athena.
Oh, wow. Wait a minute. Did Jodie Benson voice both Ariel and Queen Athena? Who voiced Queen Athena? Now I'm actually it kind of sounds a little bit like her, but I could be wrong. I'm going to definitely check it out in the credits.
The king loved his queen,
Wow, how much Athena looks so much like Ariel, or like Ariel looks so much like her mom, is crazy. That's insane. The same colored hair, same colored seashells, same colored tail, same colored everything. It's crazy. This is so cool.
It was a magical time.
That's pretty
The
cool.
pure joy of song filled life in Atlantica.
See, this is what the sequel for the live action sequel, if they decide to make a live action sequel to Little Mermaid, this is what they need to add. They need to add more of this to it, showing like Ariel's backstory in some way. Like they need to, like the family dynamic, they need to go into more on top of, you know, everything.
By an unseen tempest.
Oh, great. What happened? Oh. Wait. What's going on? Pirates? No, really? Oh, that took a turn. Oh. Oh! Oh, what? Oh, no.
Where is the chaos? Queen Athena. Athena is lost to us.
Oh, what? Yo! Really? Oh, that's dark. This got dark quick. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That's crazy.
From that moment on, the king's heart stayed dark. And music was banned from Atlantica
Oh, wow. Man, that
forever.
I can understand 100% as to why he would feel that way. That's a tragic way to go too, to be honest. Like, that's very tragic. Man, the animation on this one, though, it's so good.
Uppy, my darlings.
It's us.
Oh, who are these? Who are these characters?
Governess.
Governess.
Rise and shine.
Why so early?
Mustn't be late.
It's still dark out.
Oh.
Hi.
Wakey, wakey.
Is that a manatee?
Boy.
Yes. Come on, girls.
But I need my beauty sleep. Tell me about it. It's easy for you. No one cares what you look like.
Oh, wow.
Can't we meet father later?
Unfortunately, I don't get to make these kinds of
Oh.
decisions. Any decisions, really.
Wow. Yikes. That's scary.
It's the same every morning. She's got a point.
That's what your father cares about. Predictability, presentation, punctuality.
Why does she sound familiar? It's not Pat Carroll, but that's a different actress. That sounds like somebody else. I'm gonna look her up
Can you
too.
just do something different? Just once.
Give him a break. He's a king, remember? You try running a kingdom.
I wouldn't run it like this.
Don't upset him, Ariel.
Just because you're the oldest, Athena, doesn't mean you get to boss us around.
Yes, it does.
Not really, but in a way I can get it.
Marina.
Girls.
Ooh, not that I want a promotion. No. I love this job. Looking after you is what I live for.
Oh, that sounds a lot like
I
Ursula.
hate this job.
The less said, the better.
Oh, yeah. Less said the better is exactly right. But why does the governess's voice sound so familiar?
Sebastian, what would I do without you?
You'd be out negotiating with the sprat and the smelt. That's what.
Okay. All right then. And I know that's not Kenneth Mars voicing Triton.
Good morning, Your Majesty. Sebastian.
You're late.
Uh-huh.
Well, I presume you've all been attending to your royal duties this week?
Yes, Father. We've been working very diligently, but we're always done early.
Oh,
The coral is in bloom. So I thought maybe we could go for a swim on the reef. It only happens once a year. It could be fun.
yeah.
I don't have the time.
Do
I was
you
thinking
though?
we
Do
could
you not
just
though?
Skip the morning walk?
Ariel, your father said no.
Yes, sir.
It's like at that time where it's like I hate that. It's like remember when you were in school and you had that one kid where where that kid went and volunteered saying, we got our stuff done early, or we got some we don't have it, like, what about the homework, or what about the test type of kid. That's what I kind of hate sometimes.
Majesty was thinking about making some changes in the palace staff.
Oh, and then of course the governess also kind of looks a little bit like Ursula before having all the tentacles and everything.
That will be all, Sebastian.
Marina, okay.
Good day,
Gotta
girls.
keep it remembering the characters' names.
Ariel.
Uh-oh. Here we go.
Daddy? He sounds grumpier than yesterday.
Time to go.
Oh, great.
A princess does not tickle another princess with seaweed.
I mean, she's trying to change up the routine a
Just
little.
trying to have some fun.
You disrupted your sisters.
Well, they laughed.
Well, I didn't.
But Daddy, why can't
Is it too much to ask that you simply walk with your family?
You mean
that's all we
swim?
ever do?
Ariel,
Do something different?
enough.
Oh, sheesh.
You have to learn to respect the way I run this kingdom.
I get it.
Barnacles.
What?
Really?
That'll take all day.
Well, then you'd better get started, young lady.
Wow.
I hate this place.
Sometimes I can understand where that comes from, too. What kind of
Snacky
meat is
snack.
that? Oh.
If I have to watch over these spoiled princesses one more day, I'm gonna beat myself.
Mm-hmm.
You should have heard that little clawboy Sebastian today.
You're late.
If Triton wasn't looking, I would have squashed that crustacean into a plate.
Yikes.
I want that job. I deserve that job. So what if I'm late every once in a while and the girls are miserable?
Nobody's perfect.
That's right, Benjamin. Nobody's perfect.
Oh, hi.
Everyone makes mistakes, even him.
Are you trying to say that you're trying to get for Sebastian to get fired? Oh, man. The competitiveness is even in here. There's competitiveness everywhere when it comes to work. It's crazy.
Color? Sardine silver?
No thanks.
Orange ruffy?
Not in the mood.
Rainbow trout?
Just paint them the shade of clarified butter.
Aren't they already painted? That's why she had her hand dipped in there? That's really weird. Okay. Why does this sound like, and I might be wrong, it sounds like Sally Field. It sounds like Sally Field.
The greatest of all those.
Wow. Oh, is that supposed to be like a wig like Lady Tremaine's from Cinderella? Maybe I'm wrong. Ooh, yikes. I think I'd rather stick with that purple.
Sebastian's bound to make a mistake, right?
Not likely.
No, not likely at all. Unfortunately, that's how a lot of people are. They like to just think, they like to just be miserable or like to make other people miserable. Oh, wow. That's a lot of barnacles. Oh, flounder. Oh, actually, that was a cool sound. Not gonna lie.
Was that what I think it was?
Nope. What's
That!
what?
That sound!
Oh, that sound. I was just cleaning out these, but then you, hey, and then and then the thingamajigger's just bobbity boop.
Oh, okay. I think we get it, but
You're in violation of the Triton Acts.
Oh.
Music is forbidden in the kingdom.
you gotta be kidding me. You're gonna have to lose them now. Well, that had no effect on them whatsoever.
What is the meaning of this?
Oh, come on.
We weren't doing anything.
No.
No.
Then why were you trying to get away?
No, because that they...
They were chasing us?
yeah, there was just a little...
Music, Chief.
Yeah, but it was just a little misconception. I mean, like,
Princess
come
wasn't
on.
making music. He was.
Oh, you can't punish him.
There's a big misunderstanding.
Yeah, that's a big misunderstanding.
You are gonna laugh when I explain.
Right, he was just cleaning out the, look, he was just cleaning out the
See, I
core.
was just cleaning the coral tubes.
Right.
And my friend here was helping me.
Right, and then when cleaning the tubes, it just accidentally made some noise because, there's some stuff inside and it makes it sound like it's making noise, you know?
Escort the princess back to the palace.
Sebastian!
And you! Consider this your first and only warning, man.
Oh, come on! Really? Okay, I get the whole thing about, what happened with Queen Athena and everything, but come on!
That girl is working on my last claw.
Are you sure that maybe that this isn't the way how it is because of the fact that maybe Triton feels like Ariel is a little too much like her mom? And maybe that's why he's more hard on her than the other daughters? Maybe I'm just overthinking it, but maybe that's the reason. I mean, come on. Pull up an image between two of them. Look, here's one on the left. Here's one on the right. Come on. Somebody tell me that they do not look alike. I dare you to tell me.
Mr. Fuzzy Finger.
So cute. Look at me. It's me. And my pillow? Oh, yeah, that's for Mr. Fuzzy Pickle.
Nice try.
Arista, you always do this. It's my stuff.
Finally, some entertainment.
Wow, that's your only entertainment is them fighting amongst each other at points? Wow. Oh,
Good
great.
evening, girls.
Father.
Sleep well.
Good night, Father.
I don't blame her, to be honest. I totally do not blame her for a lot of this, but I also don't blame Triton either. Again, I know that I said it before on the first one, but I really don't blame either one of them.
Why did you do that? He's our father.
I mean, I get it. True. But,
Sit there as long as you want, Ariel. Nothing's going to change.
well, that is a possibility.
Maybe I could have her pillow. Very fun.
Uh-huh. I get it from her perspective, and I get it from his perspective. This one's actually going to be a little bit tough for me to talk about, towards the end, and you'll see why. Oh. Okay. Flounder, what you doing, buddy? Oh. How do you guys not see that? Are you that short-sighted? Or nearsighted? Farsighted? I don't even know. Interesting. Well, then I guess that some fish have bad eyesight. Just how it is sometimes. Okay. Interesting. Well, this just got turned into a more interesting movie. Actually, let me just put it right off the bat. This one's more entertaining than the first one. It's actually a better story. Uh-oh. This just got interesting. I'm surprised that worked. Show yourself right in.
Flippity flop and slide to the side.
The jump is jumping.
It's time to glide.
Okay.
I'm a lowly errand boy.
Oh. Is that another way inside?
Oh, it's about that time.
Oh, yeah.
No, they did not use this song whatsoever. So this was not only just in Beetlejuice, but it was in this too? No way. I can definitely not show this song at all. Okay. Everybody knows that the song... Okay, so if you guys do not know, and if you guys have not seen this movie, it's that one song at the end of Beetlejuice. That's the song that's playing here. It's a cover of it. Who? Oh, wait. What? Wait. What? You hypocrite! This is great.
Sebastian.
Let's just go ahead. Actually, you know what? This song works. This song works for this movie. I'm gonna admit it, but it works.
Love your club.
I mean, what is now that I think about it, is this just the Disney version of Footloose to some degree? It's like how there's no music allowed over in the movie for Footloose, and then or no dancing allowed or something like that. And then this one, it's no music allowed because of a death, and it both involved an accident, which is the weirder part. I never even thought about it. This is literally Disney's version of Footloose. Now this is what I'm talking about. This is what I mean. This is what I meant. The music on this one is such a major improvement to the last one.
This can't happen! Your father is the king!
Yeah, but like, come on, man. You went and you did your part in this too.
Do you promise to jump, jive, wail, groove, rock steady, and at all times lend a helping hand to your fellow music lovers?
Oh.
I do.
She's in.
Yeah, boy. This is gonna be fun. So we got now. So Sebastian was a part of this too. You hypocrite.
Sebastian, Marina,
Good morning, Your Majesty.
Uh-oh.
I have a problem.
Oh God. Oh great.
It's Ariel.
Oh no. What problem?
Rebellious, insubordinate, and headstrong. We need to immediately implement a series of checks and balances designed to crush her spirit.
Crush her spirit.
Too harsh?
Way too harsh.
Absolutely! Your Highness, she is young, going through a phase.
I don't remember having this much trouble with any of her sisters.
I think that maybe that you have more of a problem with her because she reminds you of your wife, man.
Perhaps you're right, Sebastian. Still, seems Marina could use some help. I want you to look after Ariel.
Oh.
No offense, Marina.
Wow.
Soft shell.
Tardy girl,
Stick eyes.
fish lips,
Stabber.
fashion disaster.
Feeder. Baby spitter.
Wow. Unqualified, maybe, or maybe undistinguished from that, or maybe unprofessional. Oh.
What?
What? What?
What?
What?
You were humming?
Was she? I didn't hear anything. No, I didn't hear nothing.
It was just a dream. I'll tell you what wasn't a dream. We woke up at midnight, and your bed was still empty.
Was it though?
Yeah, and that is 2 hours past curfew.
Is it?
Ooh, is it a boy?
I'm gonna die.
I don't.
Drama.
I mean, I'm happy for you, Ariel.
Uh-huh.
It's just that I'm 2 years older than you, and the only one I've come even close to kissing is Stevie.
Oh.
Squid lips, Stevie.
It was on a dare.
Oh.
Well, it wasn't a boy, okay?
Right.
I was just helping a friend.
Right.
Out past the kelp forest.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, past the kelp forest. It wasn't a boy.
No, it wasn't.
It was a bad boy.
No, not really.
So, you were just helping a friend?
Yeah.
Yep.
Then, where'd you get this?
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Can you imagine what would happen if Dad found it?
He's never here.
Don't get cute with me. This is serious. Where were you?
Nowhere. She was nowhere. I was witness.
I was just listening to music in an underground.
Why would you say
Okay,
something?
where were you?
No. That's okay. Actually, yeah.
Wait,
Oh.
it was amazing.
Okay, fine. If we're gonna start explaining it, yeah, it was pretty awesome. I'm not gonna lie.
Ariel, I want to hear it too.
Oh.
Me too. Okay, me too.
Okay, if we're all gonna go on an adventure, let's go ahead and take like a small trip outside the kingdom at this point. Let's just go. Let's take a trip. Come on.
We'll go tonight.
Okay, but how are we gonna do this though?
You go again, and I...
Yo what?
Lighten up.
Come on.
Don't you at least want to have a little bit of a remembrance of your mom?
Okay.
There you go. Let's just
Come on, girls.
Oh.
Up, be up.
Yeah, they're already up. Let's just easily swim right along. Like as Dory said, just keep swimming.
Early.
Yes. But why?
In a good mood. They're just in a good mood. You know? Actually, this would be a pretty cool idea for a Disneyland experience, like an attraction. This would be really cool. Please, Disney, make this into a reality.
Isn't it fantastic?
It is pretty fantastic.
Wow, this really is fantastic.
No, it is.
Yeah. I'm scared. Me too. I said I was the only one, but everyone is no.
Oh, all right. Just keep it going.
Where are the boys?
Not
Are
any.
you a boy? Good enough.
Actually, this is pretty cool. I like this concept of an underwater sea club, like music club like this. That's actually pretty cool. This looks fun. I recognize that song too. That song sounds familiar. The one that they're playing in the background. I can't play it either, but it sounds familiar.
Sis, you got it.
Just keep on going.
You really can't.
Just take some time and practice.
You were right, Ariel. Mom would have loved.
Oh, she definitely would have. Uh-oh. Oh, no. This is not gonna go well. Oh, no. Marina's gonna use this as an idea to try to get rid of Sebastian.
Good night, Andrina. Night, Arista. Sweet dreams, Ariel.
This is not going to be easy to cover up.
Good night, Aquata. Night. Good night, Atina.
It's so nice that they actually are bonding.
Your Highness.
Oh, great.
We need to talk.
Oh, no. Was this going to be a raid later on down the road? I'm just going to take an assumption. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. This is not good. I can't believe this. So then what's going to happen to the others? You cannot be serious.
This is how you watch over my daughter?
Sire,
I trusted you.
Sire.
Oh, great.
Guards, lock him away.
What?
No, lock them all away.
What about you're going to lock up your own daughters too? No. Oh, this is
Marina,
horrible.
You will take over Sebastian's duties immediately.
This is horrible.
As you wish.
This is all horrible. Oh, this is horrible.
Father, you can't do this.
It's already done.
This is crazy. They were just wanting to just remember their mom. I mean, like, I do not blame them whatsoever. Why is it that Triton always loves to destroy stuff when he's upset? Especially for something like this. Come on, give them their freedom to be able to try to at least remember.
You are all confined to the palace.
Yes, Father.
Why don't you just lock us in jail?
Ooh.
You are confined to the palace until you understand what you've done.
She didn't do anything.
Tell me, Daddy.
Oh, girl, come on.
We haven't done anything wrong. All we did was listen to music.
Yeah.
You know is forbidden.
Why? Why can't we have music?
Oh, okay.
This discussion is over.
No, it's not.
Me.
You do not have to explain.
At this point, yes, you do.
I don't understand. We love music.
I will not have music in my kingdom.
Oh, sheesh. No, but you better give more of an explanation on this. I think that they all deserve to
I
know.
do not remember much about my mother, but I know she wouldn't have wanted this.
True. Very true. Right on the dot. She is so right. She wouldn't have wanted it. It's not something that she would have wanted. She would have told Triton if she was there, you know, to say, let's just let them do what they need to do in order for them to absorb everything, take it all in, grieve, be able to, you know, contemplate and think of everything and, you know, try to do with what's going on. And then, of course, that's very convenient. Yeah, it's all convenient that every single time she tries to do something good, everybody turns their back on her. That's totally not right for them either. That's wishy-washy on their end. And of course, she's happy.
I don't know, but she scares me.
She scares anybody.
Marina!
Wow. Like, I don't know if I should be impressed or scared.
How long has she been in charge? What's going on? 7 minutes.
Yeah, 7 minutes? And she's already, like, going full blown in? I don't even know whether to be scared of her or happy for... No, I'm not even happy for her. I don't even know if I should be scared of her because she looks like some weird deranged burlesque dancer or she looks like a ripoff of Yzma from The Emperor's New Groove. Ugh, both actually scare me. Ugh. It's crazy how the songs in here are so much better than the second one. Like, it's so much better. They're almost as good as the first one. It was actually kind of a tough one to get through, to be honest, because it hits very, very close to home because the fact that, you know, when my grandmother passed, it was a tough thing for me. And I'm trying to live life the way that she would have wanted me to live. And this is a good reminder of me to do so. It's a good reminder. You can't just keep him in a prison like that either. Like, this is totally not right. I get it, Triton, that you're still grieving, but you should have also been thinking to yourself, what would Athena wanted? He's trying to saw the bars.
I got it. We'll start a riot.
A what?
Follow my lead. Atlantica! Atlantica! Join me, guys. Atlantica!
No one could hear you.
Come on, at least we're hanging out. Can I get a hooyah?
Not at the moment, Flounder.
Guys, this looks a lot worse than it is. I'll just get an audience with the king, and I'll fix it.
Now, no offense, man, but you had 10 years to fix it, and this is where we end up?
Oh, yikes.
The band has talked it up, see, and we want you to
Lee.
through the bar.
Oh.
Use your claws to pick the lock, man.
Good play.
Okay.
Sorry.
Will there be? Okay.
If we break out of this jail, there ain't no coming back here.
You are the only one who can fit right through the bars, man. Just go do it.
What about Ariel? You just going to abandon her? Leave her to deal with all that we tangled her up in? You think that small, weak, innocent, helpless little girl
Helpless?
can do anything by herself?
Bro, she just did that. So you want to say that she's weak and she's helpless?
I'm sorry. I just can't live here.
Yeah, let's go. Listen, girl, I will not be responsible for taking you away from your family.
I'm leaving, with or without you.
Woo! Girl!
Without music, this place just isn't home.
You know she ain't lying.
And don't come back to that.
Exactly. Pretty much true.
No.
What? What?
Never mind.
Sebastian.
Are you okay?
Ariel, you're right. Without music.
It took you like 10 seconds to figure that out. Like a couple minutes, actually. Dude, you're so wishy-washy. That's not even funny. I'm surprised that Triton even left you in charge of taking care of her. Uh-huh. Oh, great. One's empty. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's perfect. In the wrong way possible.
Flounder! Shh. Move it, man.
Move it.
Bro, come on. You guys just gotta get a move on at this point. Can you keep it down? Flounder, keep it quiet.
Hey, small fry. I think you could use some lessons in fugitivity.
Oh, yeah, right, got it.
Meaning to keep quiet? Keep it quiet. Keep it down. Wait.
Come on, you ran away so we could sing. And I'm singing.
That's technically true, actually. Wow, Flounder, Flounder's right. I'm surprised that they actually thought of this song for it. You know what's interesting about it is that because it's before the first movie, it kind of feels like it's like for kids. Like it kind of feels like it's like that kid phase, but like not in that kid phase, like in that teen phase. It really does feel like it.
And thanks to my bold new initiatives, second only to my fabulous day wear and dressy evening separates, productivity in all sectors is up 20%.
Oh, okay.
Winds are producing more ink, kelp more oxygen, and the coral reef is just churning out the plankton. Chugga,
Okay.
chugga. I do so enjoy fresh plankton on my salad, don't you?
I guess.
I'll take that as a yes.
I was gonna say guess not, but he's not in a good mood at all.
I'm a self-starter, Your Majesty.
So am I, but that's not how it works.
Not like that last guy. What was his name? Sooner we forget about him, the better.
Wow.
Think I was too hard on them.
Yeah, you think?
Ariel.
Not now.
Perhaps I went too far.
You did.
Since Your Highness, not possible.
Marina.
What?
Daddy!
Huh?
Ariel's missing.
Oh, there we go.
You told me. I just...
He tried.
Find her. We've looked everywhere.
Oh, this is not gonna go well.
I'll find her.
And then what are you gonna do? Punish her?
No, I'm in
You
charge.
threw him in prison.
Sebastian's gone too.
Oh well, this is gonna be.
Guards, search the palace. Search every inch of Atlantica. Find my daughter.
They always go and try to find her, and not really with the other daughters in a way. And I know why, and I'm gonna keep insisting on this. Because she looks just like your wife! Like a young carbon copy of her! And you feel guilty about it. Dude, I get it. 100% I get it. As an adult who's going through grief and through loss, I totally get it.
Are you there yet?
Yes, this is it.
Wow.
Are you sure?
What is this, like
Yes.
a wasteland?
Sure? Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes!
Are you absolutely sure, though?
Well, it beats the dungeon.
Yeah, I mean, it's an open space.
Sebastian, be honest. Are we lost?
No, this is fine.
Sure.
There's more to this place than meets the eye.
Are you sure, though? Because throughout this whole entire movie, you've been a wishy-washy mess. So I don't know. I got a funny feeling about you, man. I got a funny feeling that maybe you might be wrong. Are they electric eels? Of course. Of course. How many are there? 6 of them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, okay. I was close, but oh, that's 6. Okay.
What are you going to do?
1, 2, 3.
They
They keep panning away from them too many times.
Ariel, you're right. She'll tattle.
Uh-oh.
I'll have to get rid of her too.
What?
It's brilliant, Benjamin. Brilliant.
You mean the idea that you came up with? You came up with the idea. He did it.
Anyway,
You
it
did.
looked like an accident. That's it. An accidental underwater.
I'm sorry. Excuse me?
One ever.
Lost your
Wow.
mind.
Sick 'em, boys.
Oh, yeah. She's lost her
What
mind,
have
all right.
we wrought?
A lot of insanity. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 6. I was right. Yep, 6. Okay, that's crazy. This is not gonna go well. I say that every single time, and usually it's true.
There's something out there. Come on, help me find it.
I'm tired. You go check it out.
Wow. Okay. You're gonna just leave her all by herself, huh? You're not gonna have any companion with her or anything? Okay. Well, I'm the one that's reacting, so I'll go with you. Oh, wow. Wow. That's very pretty. What is it? Oh, wow. So it was there the whole time.
It was an anniversary present. Your father had the music box made for your mother. Athena was more than his queen, you know.
I believe it.
She was his best friend.
Yeah, I believe it. And it makes so much sense to be grieving so hard, especially with a person that you've grown up with or been in love with for a long, long time.
When your mother died, the whole kingdom was heartbroken.
I believe
the
it.
heart that never healed was your father's.
Makes sense. Reminds me of how it is here. It's like when my grandmother passed, it's been very, very difficult because
He's forgotten what it feels like to be happy.
well, with me, I haven't forgotten what it's been to be happy.
I have to bring this back to him.
You have to.
If you insist.
I love Ariel because of the fact that she has done everything possible to try to make Triton better.
You let us out here.
Out of nowhere, in the hope that Red might find a music box, and now you want to go back to the palace and return the music box to the king.
Off the chance that maybe it'll...
Remind him to remember how to be happy, and he'll bring music back.
That about sums it up.
Yeah, pretty
Couldn't we
much.
just strap it to a dolphin or something? He'd get it eventually.
No. I think it's better if you guys go and deliver it straight to him.
The band talked it over and...
We just can't take that.
Oh, come on. Flauner's gonna go
Wait,
with Ariel, huh?
Wait. Guys, we can't just let them go back alone.
Drop it, small fry.
But we took an oath to jump, jive, wail, groove, rock city, and at all times lend a helping hand to your fellow music lovers.
That's true.
Well, it still means something to me. Hey, Ariel, wait up!
There we go. Well, let's hope that they could be able to go back. Wait. Oh, no. Those are the eels, huh? Are those the eels? Oh. That's not kelp at all.
Marina, what are you wearing?
Thought I'd dress for the occasion.
Yeah, what are you wearing? Oh, this is just perfect. In the worst way possible! Oh, this is not great. Oh, they better hurry it up.
Keep going!
It feels like the Lion King with the elephant graveyard at this point. Oh! Got one of them. Oh! Oh! How could you do this to somebody like that? Like, that's messed up. Oh, great. You have the other eels. So time to stay very, very quiet and avoid any problems at all times. Oh, great. Just great. Now you have to blow their cover.
I've tasted power, Sebastian, and I'm never letting go.
Uh-huh, yeah.
Get out of the clean.
Come to daddy.
Sebastian's very hard, not very great at this whole escape thing. Oh, there we go. Nicely done.
Sebastian's in trouble.
Follow me!
Right in your way.
You can't leave a fellow band member behind. Oh.
The music box.
Oh, great. Oh, come on, hurry it up.
I got the tail!
Yeah, but who's got the head?
12:04, actually.
Oh, there's no time for technicalities now. Uh-oh.
Did it, bud?
We sure did!
Solid.
Let's go.
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Sebastian, look out.
Oh, no.
Ariel, no!
Oh! Oh! No way! Oh, wow! That's crazy! Just knocked her out like that. Where's the... Oh, 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 oh. Oh, wow.
What have I done?
Yeah, you could say that again. You know, you should have used music as a way to celebrate the life of your wife. Not trying to suppress it. It doesn't help. Believe me, suppressing memories and feelings like this does not help at all.
I'm so sorry I didn't listen.
There we go. And time to unban all music and all singing and all types of things related to music.
So, Ariel came back home, and life went on just the same as before.
There we go.
To my daughters, and to all the citizens of Atlantica,
Okay.
I hereby decree that music will once again ring clear from one end of my kingdom to the other.
There we go. There we go.
Therefore, I hereby present Atlantica's first official court composer.
Oh. Oh, there we go. The royal advisor and the royal composer. There you go.
Not that we don't trust you, Your Majesty, but... Swifty! Hit it, man.
Raise your right hand, fin, claw, tentacle, or whatever the case may be.
There you go.
Very good. Do you promise to jump, jive, wail, groove, rock steady, and at all times lend a helping hand to your fellow music lovers?
I do?
There you go. There you go. Oh. Oh, girl. Wow. That's so sweet. Oh. Oh. Wow.
Daddy, how about a dance?
I wouldn't miss it for the world.
There we go.
So, that's how a king and a princess brought a family back to life.
That's a sweet way of doing so. That's so great. That was great. I really, really liked that.
Let's think about what we learned here. You just can't hurt people.
Okay.
Hurting is mean. We don't want to be mean.
Is he now her therapist?
Maybe you're right. That's my girl. Samba?
Oh, wow. I'm going to check out who the cast was on this because there were a lot of voice actors that I definitely recognize. So let me go ahead and just stop it right here. And I just want to say that was an awesome movie. I really loved it. And it had the heart that it needed. And it also had the comedy and the drama and the music that it definitely needed. So let me go ahead and pause it right here. And let's go ahead and dive into the discussion part of this reaction. So Jodie Benson did not voice Athena, which I thought she did. I was wrong. Okay. So who voiced Athena then? Oh, okay. Okay, so it wasn't her. It was a different one. I thought it was her, but it wasn't. So apparently, I didn't even know this, that Tara Strong actually voiced Melody from the second one, which I had no idea. So that's another one that I didn't even know about. And I was right. Okay, so Sally Field did voice Marina Del Rey. Okay, that's cool. And then Samuel E. Wright voiced Sebastian back as him again. Okay, and then of course Jim Cummings then voiced Triton. Oh, okay. So Kenneth Mars at the time was still alive, but was battling cancer. Okay, I see. You know, and Jim Cummings did a really good job at voicing Triton. I think he did a great job with voicing him, and on top of it, adding a little bit more in depth with him. Let's just put it like this with the story. I think that this story did an incredible job compared to the second one with having to bring an original story and making it feel like it's actually a part of the actual storyline to it. And I really liked that this movie itself actually did a great job. I think that it did a great job on dealing with the issues that we're tackling. I mean, you were tackling the concept of grief, of loss, which is, I think that this was a good one, especially for someone who lost someone very close to him. And for me, I thought I was going to cry more with this one, but I didn't. But to be honest, I think in my opinion, this actually did a great job with helping for me to heal as much as the first movie did. The second one was more of just another story to just try and get relate to. But what I really like about this one was that it didn't feel like the first one. It didn't feel like the second one. It felt like its own story, and it felt like if this story had more of a meaning, or actually more of a lead up as to who Ariel is. And I think that this really brought out the most important parts as to why it's important for when going through the process of grieving. I think that it's important to not keep your feelings suppressed or keep the memory of somebody else suppressed. I think that it's important to keep them as alive as possible and to be able to share their story and embrace it. And I want to tell a little bit of a story. I was on a live stream and I sent a couple of messages on Omni One Media's live stream that happened last week. I was saying about how I wanted to use my platform as a way to be able to heal and as a way to be able to express my stories that I have of my grandma and her legacy, her life, and her stories. And I'm glad that he saw that I'm not going to gain any negative memories, because realistically, to respond to that, I actually had no negative memories whatsoever. Every single memory that I have of her was always positive, even when she was sick. And I'm so grateful to you, Omni, that you saw exactly where I'm coming from. And I want to give that special shout out, especially because this relates to it so well in the terms of when somebody is going through the grieving process, that sometimes a specific thing will trigger something in you that it makes you not want to go into that specific area of your life, and you don't want to acknowledge it because you feel like it's going to go back at you too much, and it feels like it's gonna haunt you too much. And that's what I feel like this movie helps with understanding, is that when you are trying to comprehend what is going on in a life that's full of turmoil and full of craziness, I think that it really feels like when life is going too fast, I think that it really does a terrible job on letting you try to take the time to grieve to take the time to acknowledge and comprehend what's going on, because you have many things that you have to go through after a person dies. As an experienced person who went through a first death in the family, who is still going through more of a process of, you know, the funeral, and then comprehending the funeral and comprehending the arrangements that you have to make in order for things to move on, and you have to change your lifestyle, your schedule, your routines, and you have to change so many things to the point that you feel like if sometimes life, whether if it's school or your job or your life itself, if things feel like if they're not letting you take the time to grieve and take the time to comprehend what's going on. And sometimes it results in people resulting into terrible things that could result in them wanting to harm themselves and not take the time to do so, to comprehend everything and to fully acknowledge what happened. And I feel like if you keep these feelings inside of you all the time, then I feel like you're not giving yourself the chance to be able to grieve, and you're not giving yourself the ability to heal properly. And I think that that's an important message when it comes to this, is that when going through the process, it's a very difficult thing, but you also have to keep this in a way where things can be able to work the way that you need to because of whatever reason. And I want to say that this is one of the more important stories that I think that Disney has ever made in a direct-to-video sequel, because it gives a lot of significance on growing up, especially in an aftermath of something terrible. And that's what I also want to get to when it comes to the other direct-to-video sequels, because I think that Disney, when they created these stories, I feel like some of them can fall flat. I'm not going to lie. But there's a lot of them that I feel like they have a specific story that they want to tell, because the writers most likely went through something like that, and they wanted to be able to convey that story and turn it into a reality to the point where they could be able to comprehend and fully understand that it's okay to feel what you're feeling despite everything that's going on in your life. And that's one thing that I really liked about Ariel's beginning, is that Ariel was really fighting for a legitimate reason as to why Triton didn't want to have music in the kingdom. And I got it from her perspective that she deserved to know. Her and her sisters deserved to know. And unfortunately, every single time that I keep watching these movies, I don't remember her sisters' names all the time. I know Aquata, Atina, Adela, I want to say. There's so many of them. I probably got 3 out of the 6, but I don't remember every single one of them. But I do feel like they did have a right to know, especially because Triton at the time was going through a major process of grieving. And I am not going to blame him either, because there are some people that I know that will not heal within a small amount of time, because, you know, nobody heals through loss and grief super quickly. Nobody does. And when people tell you saying, you'll get over it, when do you ever get over the loss of somebody? You never can. You never will. I'll explain a story. When my grandma was alive, my great-grandmother died in the 80s. And my grandmother did not have a mom for about 40 years. And she missed her every single day of her life. And she would even tell me, if only my mom was here. I miss her so much. I feel that right now. We're heading on to 2 months. Tomorrow would be at 2 months that she's been gone. And I still miss her like crazy. And I want her here too. And it makes me really want her back even more. When situations occur to the point that sometimes I just feel like I'd have to just throw in the towel because of how intense it can get, especially with what life has been throwing at my family and I. Sometimes I just think I just want for her to be here, because it would be a whole lot more easier for me to be able to digest everything and comprehend everything in a way where I can be able to feel like if this is the way to do it, and that I have another person to back me up and support me. And unfortunately, when you have a loss, it doesn't help when that person that you really, really need is not there. And it just doesn't help feeling like sometimes you feel like if you're helpless. And I totally get it where Triton was coming from, because Athena was the love of his life, and he lost the love of his life because of the pirate ship. And that's not an easy thing to grasp. It's not an easy thing. And I definitely feel that Triton was just trying to go through the stages of grief in a way that, because he tried suppressing it, which was not a very smart idea, it ended up taking away from the family more than it brought to them. And I cannot speak for everyone, especially for those who have lost somebody very near and dear to them. But this was definitely a story that I feel like, if this is something that I think that realistically those who have lost somebody, I think, should see this one. Sure, of course, maybe it's not the same story that you might be thinking. Or sure, you might be thinking, what does a Disney movie have to got to do with anything? Believe me, sometimes Disney movies can be able to help you in healing in a process that you might not even realize, or in a process you might not even think. Believe me, I thought that for a lot of different movies on Disney, more of the direct-to-video sequels. Like, I'll give you some, for example. When it comes to the Peter Pan animated sequel, Return to Neverland, from what I remember, it's one of those stories where I feel like it's better than the original, because it goes to show that sometimes you just have to embrace the child within you, and sometimes you just have to embrace the escapism sometimes, especially when you are down in the dumps and that you feel like if life is just like keep constantly putting more and more on you, to the point that you feel like you're drowning in this pool of heartbreak and confusion and being lost in a world where things are rapidly changing. Even when it came to Tinkerbell and the Great Fairy Rescue, it's a movie that it deals with parents that sometimes they got to step back from what they're doing and acknowledge their kids and what they like, who they are, what kind of dreams and ambitions that they have, so that way they can grow up to be someone that can inspire other people to pursue their dreams, and someone who could be able to take the next step and initiate that to be able to conquer the darkest of times. Or even Tarzan 2, for when during that time, having to discover that sometimes you need that little self-discovery journey in order for you to fully accept who you are and realize that, just being yourself is okay. And even when people think that you are not going to make it in life, or that you need to live up to better expectations according to somebody else, those expectations are not from society itself a lot of the times. A lot of the times it can be societal issues that people themselves have created on their own, and it just becomes a norm. And even Bambi 2 is a movie that, from what I remember, is that it shows how to deal with the loss of a parent, and the other parent barely starting to just step into the role, and what it should be like, and what that parent could be able to bring to that child's life, especially somebody who was near and dear to him, and a parent who was raising him. A lot of this, it's very, very therapeutic for me. There's a spiritual therapy for me, because as a person who grew up in a Christian home and somebody who's trying to keep more closer to God than anything, I feel like this has helped me to get closer to God. And especially, it's like with this, I'm having a conversation with him and getting my thoughts out and showing that it's okay to not be okay, and that it's okay to just let things out and to give your life a change, especially when you're in a situation that you want to get out of and you want to make a difference. You want to make a change in your life because you need a different change of pace. I definitely need a different change of pace in my life in different areas. I need to find a new way to live, in the sense of, coming up with a brand new schedule, how to spiritually enlighten myself, daily Bible readings, getting things out from the bottom of my heart and my chest, and being able to take this and move this into something brand new and embrace the fact that I am trying to heal in my own way. And sure, people will go and heal in many different ways. People will resort to music. Some people will resort to acting. Some people will result to video making. Some people will result into writing or cooking or sports or movie watching or different activities. People will do anything to be able to try to cope with it. Sometimes people do not want to cope with it because that they feel that coping is not going to help and that it's just going to be bringing back the bad memories. So they decide to suppress their feelings, the way how Triton was suppressing their, the feelings of, when he lost Athena. But it just resulted in people wanting to go and try to celebrate music in different ways possible, in the sense of that they wanted to enjoy it, but they couldn't because it was illegal in Atlantica. And they wanted to do so without having to feel like they're going to get judged harshly with a prison sentence. And that's why I felt like that's why I said it felt like Footloose, because it really did feel like Footloose in a lot of ways, with the sense of banning music and dancing because of an accident. This one was because of banning music because of a death. And they'll go hand in hand. And realistically, I have not seen Footloose at all. That's probably one that I'm going to react to later on down the road. But at the moment, I still have my schedule that I'm trying to keep up with. But I do feel like this is a movie that I think that this is perfect for those who are grieving. And I think that this is a movie that's perfect for those who love Disney and want to be able to experience a brand new story. And speaking about story, I think this was beautifully done. I've said it before, but I think it was beautifully done. I think that this story has a lot more heart in it than the second one did. And I feel more relatable to Ariel. And that's how I tied in with my grandma, because she was exactly that type of a person who wanted to know the answers as to why certain things were the way they were, especially when something felt unjust and when something felt like if it wasn't right. She was someone who advocately fought for reasons and trying to understand why things worked, because she wanted to take care of herself in any way possible. She was a person who was a fighter all the way to the end. She wanted to know what was going on, why things were going on the way that they were, who was going to be doing any type of procedure, who was going to be helping her out, what kind of procedures were going to be done, what kind of things that she needed to take in order for her to go and be able to go and improve her health or any part of her life. She was always wanting a reason to know, so that way she could educate herself to help educate other people, so that way they wouldn't feel like if they were going to be left behind. And that's what I feel like when it comes to me. When I am about to teach somebody something brand new, I don't want them to be feeling like if they're being left in the dust. I want for them to feel like they could be able to go into something that they have no idea about and be able to experience it, saying, I got some guidance from this person, and at least I got that input, and I do feel more prepared. That's how my grandma was with me. She wanted for me to feel as prepared as possible for the real world in any way possible. So, of course, this is something that I think that it's more of a relatable movie to me. So I do rank this as a high A, in my opinion, because this has helped me to grasp the concept of just needing to let it out. The first one helped me a lot to do so. The second one was more of just like a throwback, but at the same time, just needing to take a change. This one was just a full-blown drive into experiencing what a person can do in order for them to realistically grab onto the fact that sometimes it's okay to just not be okay. But knowing that we're going to be fine in the end is something that we need to understand about when it comes to this. I'm trying to live in a way, in my life the way God wants me to live, according to His Word, and according to what the teachings that my grandmother taught me were. And I just feel like it's something that it's my duty as a grandson to my grandmother to do, and it's something that I feel like it's my duty to do to God, for God, I mean, to be able to live my life as a Christian, that maybe it's not going to be all perfect and I'm going to mess up from time to time, and that everyone's going to make mistakes from time to time. But being realistic and being as genuine as possible is what makes me feel like this channel is going to help those in need. And this channel is what's going to help me to be able to reach out to others and be able to help them in their time of struggles. And it's going to help me to be able to grasp the concept of my grandmother's no longer physically here, but she's still spiritually here. And I do want to thank her for mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally preparing me for what life would be without her, especially on the times where she would go to dialysis and my mom would take her, and I would be at school in my university studies, and I would be sitting in the house doing my work, and it was just a terrible silence. And then now, because of those times, those silences were only going to be for a couple of hours, and I knew she was coming back. But when she's in the hospital, sometimes those silences will last up to a week. The worst was almost a month and a half. And now that silence will be a forever silence. And it's something that I can't really grasp yet. But thanks to God helping me to navigate through this, and thanks to my family who's been helping me navigate through this, and thanks to my friends, both in physical and online, helping me to get through this, I'm grateful to God for you guys. And thank you to the subscribers for your comments that have been helping me to grasp this concept of grief and of loss and of sending your condolences. I'm truly grateful for you guys. And I'm truly grateful for you guys helping me to embrace my creativity and embrace these reaction videos, and being able to not only give reactions to things of the past and of nostalgia, but to also be able to show you authentically the person that I am, and authentically show my sincere gratitude to all of you guys. So I definitely want to thank you guys for that. And I especially want to thank my grandma for always being there for me in every way possible. In regards to Ariel's beginning as a movie, the songs were more memorable in this one, in my opinion, even though there were fewer. I know that they used, keep forgetting what song it's called. I know that everybody says, I remember Beetlejuice from it, which I do too. I actually saw it this year. I actually never saw it. I'm still waiting on watching the second one. I'm going to probably wait a little bit more towards Halloween to watch it, probably. I'm not entirely sure, but I got to go to the theaters to see it sometime soon. I'll do a dual review of Beetlejuice and the second one when I get the chance on seeing this one. I'm not going to do a reaction to it, but I'm at least going to want to do a review on it. I also do feel like the acting was really good on this one. It didn't feel hokey. It didn't feel like this was just like a hokey script. It felt more like it had heart in it that it needed. It felt more true to what I was hoping for. And it did a great representation of showing the importance of embracing grief and loss, and embracing the memories. And that way you don't let the legacy die, but also you do it so that way you can remember the good and still feel like you can kind of live a piece of your old life back. I mean, because grief does change a person. And usually grief will be one of those things where it knocks you down to the point that you will never get back up again. Or so you might think. Because grief could also help strengthen you to become a different type of person, to help you with your character, with your personality, in terms of to help you to become stronger and to be able to help and support others. And it'll do so to make you as strong as possible. And that's what I'm hoping that this reaction will do. Music was great. The animation was actually very, very well done in this one compared to the last one. I love the animation more on this one. It felt more closer to the original. It felt more fluid. It was cleaner, but it's a great origin story of certain characters. I like the dynamic that Ariel had with Flounder when they first met. I like the dynamic that she had with those in the underwater hidden nightclub. They were all well acted. And I think now that I saw it, I think Sally Field did a great job as Marina Del Rey. I know that sometimes they might think it's forgettable. Whatever. I think she did an incredible job. Especially, I didn't know she could sing, which is pretty awesome. And I think that she played the part very well. I think she was perfect for it. And of course, Jodie Benson did an incredible job as voicing Ariel. She was amazing as usual. She has not lost her touch voicing Ariel. She has been an incredible voice actress for all this time. And I'm so grateful that she really, really brought everything to this one. And I could definitely see that having for Ariel to go and try to grasp this concept of losing her mom and wanting to bring that memory back, and her fighting to be able to bring that is incredible. And I just want to say quickly, come on, Sebastian. Come on, sisters. That's the one thing I cannot stand about them, is that when something goes wrong, they leave Ariel in the dust. And when something goes right, they love her. It's like a lose-lose situation all the time. She literally can be telling them all the time, saying, I told you so. And they still don't listen to her. She's the youngest one, but I don't know. I just have a feeling, and I'm going to keep saying this, I feel like Triton is way more harsh with Ariel than anything, because she looks just exactly like Athena. And I totally go with that, feeling like that's the case. Because I after doing comparisons, Athena and Ariel look very, very similar. Act very similar, speak very similar, sound very similar. I think that that's what it is. And I think that that's why Trite acts more aggressively towards her in the sense of wanting to discipline her, because I think he cares to the point that he doesn't want for something to happen to her, but he is not realizing the damage that it could do to his relationship with her. But I could definitely be wrong with that statement. But, you guys can, tell me your guys' thoughts in the comments about it. And I totally can go and agree with you guys on this in every single way possible. And, get to respectfully hear your guys' sides and see what exactly you guys think. And I'm so glad that I got to do this reaction. And this is the end of the animated movies. Next week will be the live action one. And then November will be a little bit of a sort of trying to get older reactions out that I recorded and hopefully get those out, because I'm preparing for December's. And to wrap it all up, I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching my reaction to The Little Mermaid Ariel's Beginning. If you guys want to see more reactions like this, then please like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. If you guys are wanting to follow me on any of my social media, if you guys are watching me on the Idea Maker channel, I have Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, aka X, my Discord, and my Discord server, and my TikTok accounts, which all the links will be in the description below. If you guys are watching me from the Idea Maker for Kids channel, I have Snapchat, Instagram, and TikTok, which those links will be in the description below. With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. God bless you all. Stay safe, and I will see you all in the next videos. Bye, guys.